Welcome back to Lost for Words with Lori. It is March 14th, Monday, Monday, Monday. Boy, I'll tell you, it was a heck of a weekend for me. I hope you guys are all doing well. Start of a new week. It is March. Can you believe it? Time flies when you're having fun, the proverbial fun, as they say. So, yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Back to the grind, as we call it. I know that we try to use our platforms for good and love and light and positivity, but once again, toxic cesspool world has struck again. You know, it's funny, you think about how your platform, what you use it for and what you do, and I guess I should be grateful to some capacity for the fuel that the toxic cesspool land provides me with, the ammunition or the thought or the, I don't know, I guess the fodder for what I have a tendency to talk about here, and the life lessons that it provides, not only for me, but for some of you who actually take the time to listen or to participate in the drivel that I vomit here on my platform. I guess I'm tired. I guess that's really what it comes down to, guys, is I'm tired. You know, I don't sleep well, and I have to be accountable for that, and I'm trying to do the best that I can, and as far as, you know, first world accountability for not sleeping well or eating well or doing the things that I need for self-care, because, you know, I have my own things that I have to cope with and deal with in my first world, as far as my own mental health and dealing with grief and loss and, you know, all of the challenges that day-to-day life brings us. It's difficult when other people bring drama and things to your world and to your life. And how you navigate that says a lot about you, and it says a lot about your character and your personality. And again, we're all human, and we all have to figure out how that best serves us and how we deal with our things, and we deal with the things that come at us, that we have no control over. And it's one of the conversations that I have with a lot of the people that I'm very close to, whether it's in my first world or in my third world, you know, virtually and on social media. And it speaks very loudly on how we deal with the people who refuse to be accountable for their own behavior. One of the things that we talked about is the accountability, and I've dove very deep into that with a lot of people, on a lot of podcasts, with a lot of people on their live streams, on their platforms, on other social media platforms, about accountability and how there seems to be none in the virtual world because people are comfortable with talking shit on a keyboard and having no repercussions, and not being held accountable for their behavior. And sure, you can, you know, block, you can ignore, you can report people, and it seems like it doesn't matter, and there are no repercussions for their actions, and they continue to dig and dig and dig. And at what point do you make choices that are best for you? Do you, you know, give up? Do you shut down your platform? Do you stop doing what you do and ignore it and just move on with your life? And you know, sure, you can. And do you give up? And some people refuse to give up, and I'm one of those people. I have no desire to stop doing what I do because, frankly, I don't have to. This is my life, and I can do what I want. And there are some people who aren't as strong, and they just say, fuck it, and they walk away. And there are some people who retaliate, and sometimes that makes them look as bad as the people who are doing the bullying and doing the shit that they do. And it becomes very exhausting to have to exert energy towards things that do not serve you. And it does. It speaks loudly of the character of how people handle those things. And it's exhausting to have to deal with these people who continue to blame others for their failures. And it's exhausting to have to continue to deal with that. And I'm tired. I'm very tired. And I know that there's a lot of people around me who are very tired too. And I try to use the examples of the things that we all deal with to create positivity, to give people that pep talk, so to speak, to continue to try to establish those really strong boundaries and expectations, and teach people how to treat them, and stand up for themselves and continue their journeys with no harm, no foul, to continue to grow and learn. And hopefully these people who are not accountable will get the picture. And some of them do, which is great and wonderful. And some of them don't. And again, it's frustrating when you try over and over and over, shamelessly, selflessly, and unapologetically to be as transparent as you can and lay it out for people, and they continue to take and take and take and suck the life out of you. And you want to believe that there are people who can learn and who can grow, or who will just stop. And they don't. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not throwing shade at anybody in particular. It's multiple things. It's multiple people. It's drama. And you'll never get rid of it. It's human nature. And I get it. At what point are these people going to be accountable? And some learn and some don't. I had a conversation with a good friend of mine about the old adage about teaching old dogs new tricks. And it was interesting, and it was quite insightful about, yes, you can teach an old dog new tricks, but you can't teach a stupid dog anything. And it's true. And I've always tried to think with the compassionate thought of, you might not be able to teach a stupid dog anything, but you can still love the stupid dog. And yeah, granted, I can love that dog, but it doesn't change the fact that the stupid dog will eventually run out into the road and unalive itself at some point. And that's the sad fact. But I wonder sometimes, how long do I have to continue to break my own heart by continuing to love and feed the strays? And I'm done. I'm tired. I'm tired of repeatedly getting my heart broken by giving stupid dogs attention and giving them the benefit of the doubt, where you get to a point where you don't want to love stray dogs anymore. And I have the utmost love and respect for the people that I call my friends and my family, and I will never abandon them. They are good people. They have learned so much. They're not the stupid dogs. They're smart. They're the old dogs. They're the ones who have been kicked. They're the ones who have no reason to trust. They're the ones who have been dragged repeatedly through the mud by these people who continue to blame others for their own failure. They're the ones who are continuously trying hard to prove by deed and action that their character does speak louder than hollow false words by these other people. I'm tired. I'm tired of people who play victim. I'm tired of people who have personal vendettas because they are failures in their own first worlds, who hold grudges for things, who try to take credit for other people's victories, or try to take credit for other people's things because, who's going to believe, again, no accountability, no backlash, no nothing. There's so many narcissists and people out there who take so much pleasure watching other people hurt. And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry that you have no self-worth or love for yourself, that you have to continue to victimize other people. And I'm sorry that your life will always be empty. That's not my problem. And that seeing other people have love and light and fellowship in their world and you not be included, by no fault of your own, I might add. You chose this. You chose this path. And to sit around and blame other people for that and then victimize them over and over again because of it, it is no fault of your own. And I'm sorry that pains you and hurts you, that you continue to lash out like a 3-year-old. I'm tired. I'm tired of giving energy to that, and so are the other people around you. If you seek validation outside of yourself, you will always be stuck in that path. And it's unfortunate, but I can only scream louder and louder and louder, fuck you. You're not going to get anywhere. Go seek help. Get therapy. Go do something to better yourself, because you will always be left alone. You will always proliferate in your sadness, in your misery, in your anger, in your loathing and hatred for yourself. And it will get you nowhere. And you will still be angry that everyone around you succeeds while you fail because of your choices. I've chosen my path, and I'm successful because of it, because I own my mistakes and I learn from them. And it's unfortunate that those people around you or around us or cannot learn those same lessons. I'm sorry, I cannot fix everyone. I spent a lifetime trying and it got me nowhere. And until I turned around to fix myself, to love who I am, every broken piece of humanity that I am, and accepted that I'm human and that I'm going to make mistakes, I was stuck in that cycle. And people who refuse to be accountable for those things will always be that way too. So for all of those people who blame others for their own failure, for all of those who continue to play victim and turn that around to other people, those of you with the personal vendettas against me or the people I love and care about, or hold grudges, those of you with all your hidden agendas and your game playing and your garbage shit, human crap garbage choices that you make on toxic cesspool world, and those of you who give pleasure, get pleasure from all of our misery or what your perceived misery is, and this attention that you so crave, and that you seek validation outside of yourself, and think, yeah, I'm giving you attention right now. It's probably not the attention that you deserve. But for all of those people who are so miserable with their rotten lives, who are seeking to destroy my life or other people's lives and think that there's no accountability, that's fine. You can have that. Again, my character, my deeds, my actions will always speak for themselves for anybody who cares for it. And if you're knocking down my door begging for validation, you're not going to receive it. I know who I am. I'm okay with who I am, and I can live with the repercussions of my actions. I'm okay with that. You can judge me all you want, but at the end of the day, the only person whose opinion of me that matters is mine. And you can put any twist you want on that. But for all of those people that I named before, I hope you have the day that you deserve. Be a good human, wash your fucking hands.